Good day, ladies and gents. We are on day 16 of our EOC review. There are two parts. We're going to do part one, which is triangle congruency, and part two, which is proofs. All right, let's go ahead and do the first one. All right, so number one, zoom out just a little. Boom, perfect. So use the proof to answer the question. So we have this shape right here. This is a parallelogram. Prove that triangle JKL is equal to triangle LMJ. All right, so no matter what, the given is always going to be the first things you do. And what you're trying to prove is always the last thing that you're going to do. So that should be very important right there. All right, so they want to know this part right here. So I have no idea what's going on, but the best thing I could do is just label stuff as I go. But if you think you can jump straight to here, you'll probably still get the right answer, especially if there's multiple choice. So let's see what we got here. So on this one, this is a parallelogram. Awesome. Then it says that angle K, so there's angle K, is equal to, so I'm gonna mark this angle, is equal to angle M. So that's this entire thing right here. All right, so all this is equal to all this. Awesome. Okay, then they said that these lines are parallel. Then they say, so when they say it's parallel, that feeds right into the next idea. So they say angle L is the center letter is J, is equal to J. So these two angles are equal, but I need to figure out for L, is it the top or is it the bottom? They said KLJ. So KLJ. So KLJ would be this part right here. So they're talking about this angle. So this is a second set of angles. So I'm going to put this as double, boop, boop. So that's the top angle right there, is equal to LJM. So the center letter is J. So it's definitely at J. So LJ is the first side. And then LJM. Oh, that's on the bottom. So I need to throw the stick on the other side. And that would be LJM. So right here. So that'd be this one right here. And I'm going to put that double right there. 1, 2. So this angle is equal to this angle. Now, why are those equal? So is it consecutive? Now, if you're having trouble seeing it, if I actually extended these lines, you'll probably see it a little better, like this. So that's this angle right here, boop, boop, is equal to this angle right here, boop, boop. See that? That's just like that. So are they consecutive interior? Now, consecutive interior, so I'll put it down here so we can think about this a little better. So just move that down here. All right, so consecutive interiors when they're on this, that's like the same thing as saying same side interior. All right, now are they in the same side or alternate sides of that transversal? They're an alternate. So it's definitely alternate, not corresponding, not same side or consecutive. Okay, are they both inside the parallel lines or outside? Those are both inside, so that's interior, and that is B. And we can keep going if we want to, but that is the answer to number 1. All right, keep going. Number 2. All right, so number 2, which method listed below cannot be used to prove that two triangles are congruent? Okay, to prove two triangles are congruent. So now there is congruent and there's not congruent. Now everyone always remembers the bad ones, and that is ASS, because it's naughty, or that backwards, right? And then there is AAA, because your booty's so big it's a triple one. Okay, and then all the other combinations of A and S are good. So SSS, that's side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, or side, angle, angle, right? And then the only time you can have ASS is if you have a leg. That's hypotenuse leg. So the only time you can have, so if you go around a triangle and you get ASS or SSA backwards, it's only okay, it's only all right if it's a right triangle, and that would be really hypotenuse leg. All right, and then if you have to go a step further, it'd be CPCTC, right? All right, so for this, let's see. if we prove, so which ones are not? So this right here, all sets of corresponding sides, that would be SSS, which is good. Prove all sets of corresponding angles are good. That's AAA. That's not good. Prove that two sides and an included angle. So we have two sides and an included angle. Included means it's in the middle. So that would be SS. And then the angle included would be the A in the middle, and that is okay. And then prove that two angles and an included side. So we have two angles, A, and an included side. That means that S is in the middle, and that's also okay. So the only one that did not work was B, and here were the reasons right there. All right, and number 3. Okay, parallelogram ABCD is shown below. Which pair of triangles can be established to be congruent? Prove that angle DAE is equal to BCE. All right, so we got a lot of stuff going on here. All right, so we are trying to prove that DAE. So let's get the sticks. DAE, that would be this right here. So that'd be this angle is equal to BCE. So that'd be right here. All right, so we're focused on this, right? All right, so what we want to look at, I think the easiest thing to do would be to see if any of these match exactly, and they don't look like it, but that's okay. All right, because if they were, that would be like the easiest thing in the world, but it doesn't look like I have that. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, so let's see. DAE, that's this triangle right here. And CBE, that's this triangle right here, which has those right there. Okay, so that right there, that looks okay. All right, what about this one? We have EAD, EAD, and we have ECB. That's the same triangle. Something's up. All right, so let's think about this. Here's the important part. We know that this right here would be equal to this. So here's the important thing. The letters have to match up. That's the important part, because see that similar part? That's really important. All right, so D has to match up with B. Oh, look, D and B do not match up, so that doesn't work. How about this one? E and E. That works. And then A and C. Yeah, that works too. And D and B. They're in the same positions. So far, this is working out a lot better than this other one. Because I noticed that these two were talking about the same triangles. So I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? We need to match the letters. D needs to match up with B. A needs to match up with C. And E needs to match up with E. All right, this one says A. Well, first of all, there's no... okay, so A, it needs to match up with C, right? A, match up with C, that's good. B and D. Yeah, and then E and E. Something's up. They said A, B, E. A, B. Oh, wait, that's not in the same thing. A, B, E is up here. That's definitely not a part of this. That's this. And C, D, E, that's down here. We need these two triangles. That makes more sense. So it's definitely not that one, because we need something with these angles in there. And then finally, BAE. That's this top thing again, right? And then DCE. So that's definitely not right. So it was between these two, because they're the only ones that had this and this in there. And then we were able to match up the letters. So it was definitely the letter B. And that's it for that one. All right, let's go ahead and go to number 4. All right, so for number 4, in the figure below, AB is equal to DE. So here is AB, boop, is equal to DE, boop. We also know that B is equal to E. So here's angle B, boop, is equal to angle E, boop. choose the correct congruency statement and its congruency postulate, select all that apply. So here's the important part, select all that apply. So there might be more than one answer. All right, so I'm going to put this in blue. So in blue, make little lines here. All right, so this one right here, we do please forgive the very bad drawings and pretend that they're all triangles. All right, so no matter what, we have this and this on all these, right? All right, so they said angle A is equal to D, A and D. So if I put this here, and I'll put double on that, is equal to this one right here. So A and D are equal, boop. If what do you have more of, angles or sides? So I'll zoom in a little more. I have more angles that were labeled. So I'm going to go to the third angle that I don't have, and now I'm going to go in a circle, and you're going to call out anything that you hit. And we hit angle, side, angle. So anything that was marked equal, we called it out, and that's angle, side, angle. So that one works. All right, this one, they said CB. CB is this. So I'll put a double right there, is equal to FE, which is this. All right, what do you have more of, angles or sides? I have more sides. So I'm going to start the third side I don't have. Now go in a circle, and if I go around in a circle, I get side, angle, side. So that works. That's a good one. All right, this one right here, they said C is equal to F. So here's C, here's F. So C, I'm going to put a double right there, is equal to F. I'm going to put a double right there. What do you have more of, angles or sides? I have more angles marked equal. So go to the third angle you don't have. Now go in a circle. If I go this way, I get side, angle, angle. Or I could go the other way, nothing, and then angle, angle, side. So and is AAS good or bad? That's good. All right, and this one right here, they say AC. So this right here, AC, is equal to DF, this right here. What do you have more of, angles or sides? We have more sides. So go to the third side you don't have, go in a circle. If I go this way, I get side, side, angle. Or if I go the other way, I get angle, side, side. Side, side, angle, that's the same thing as saying ASS backwards, right? Is that good or bad? That's bad because we just said a naughty word. So that's no good. So which ones are good? Because they said select all that apply, and the answer was A, B, and C. And that was the answer to number 4. And the last one, number 5. So on number 5, and then we have part 2 after this, they said this right here. What does that symbol mean? That means perpendicular. Perpendicular. Which means they intersect at a 90-degree angle. So there's a 90-degree angle here, and it would be on this side as well. They also said that angle A is equal to C. So here's A and here's C. So why would this be equal to each other? Why is this triangle equal to this triangle? Okay, so if I separate these a little better, if you want, but I only have angle and angle. I need one more reason why this is equal, and they share the side, so I'm going to put this right here. Now, what do you have more of, angles or sides? I have more angles. So go to the third angle you don't have, and I'm going to go around this one triangle. I'm going to cover this other one to help you focus. Okay, so if I go around this triangle, starting at the third angle I don't have, if I go around, I get nothing, nothing, angle, angle, side. So angle, angle, side. So that is the reason, angle, angle, side. Or I could say side, angle, angle, and that's the same answer. Fabulous. All right. Okay, and now let's go ahead and go to part 2. Going to part 2. All right, so in part 2 of, we're going to be doing proofs now. So, and there's multiple choice, which is fabulous. Okay, so we're going to mark this up as we go. So the first thing we always want to do are our givens. That's always the first thing. And always the last thing is what we're trying to prove. So it'd be really easy. Let's go ahead and put that as the last thing right there. So triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD. And which one says triangle, triangle? Okay, so this has a triangle and this has a triangle. Now be careful, that those are angles. this one, these are triangles. So it's between these two right here. The two triangles are equal. Which one's exactly the same thing? And that's F. So we got this one right here. Boom. And then this is totally wrong because, yeah, just not going to use that. All right, so now, and then they gave us two givens, right? Now here's the thing. Givens, they have the one given, and if there's anything that feeds off of it, you have to say it directly. So this given has nothing feeding off of it. So am I going to do the first one or am I going to do the second one? I would have to do the first one because it's just a straight up statement. So AB is equal to CB. And then we're going to mark our picture. Every time we say something's equal, we mark it up. So AB is equal to CB. And that right there, then we want the exact thing. Side is equal to side, AB. So it's that's A. Okay. And then we always mark the picture. Okay. The next given is this one. So BD bisects angle ABC. All right. So that one right there, bisects. There's the word bisects. And that one was D. Now, you said the word bisects, and what was bisected? This angle. So BD cut angle B. So B got cut in half. So if this got cut in half, then we know that two angles are equal. So right here we have to say angle is equal to angle. Why? Because of definition of angle bisector, right? So we're looking for angle is equal to angle. And remember, the B is the thing that got cut. So B got cut in half. So we're trying to say this angle is equal to this angle. All right, so we're looking for angle equals angle. So it's either E or H. Those are the only ones that say angle is equal to angle. Now, save yourself some time. We know B is the center letter. So it's not this one. It has to be this one, right? And let's see. A, B, D, C, B, D. Yep, it's definitely H. So A, B, D is equal to C, B, D, and you already marked it on your picture. And finally, number 4, the reflexive property. Reflexive is when they share a side. So that's this one right here. So we're saying BD is equal to something, right? So it's not this one. So, yep, it's the only one that works is C. So BD is equal to BD. That's it for that one. All right, so we really had no idea what we're doing. We're just using the multiple choice to our advantage, and we can fake it till we make it. All right, fabulous. So let's go to number 2. All right, so every time we know that something's equal, we mark it up. Okay, so this is always the first things you do, and the prove is always the last thing you do. So let's go ahead and do the last thing. We have RS is equal to TS. Okay, perfect. That's already there. And then we already have these. Okay, so what we're really looking for are just reasons, which is awesome. So we just need to mark up our picture and figure out why we're doing that. All right, so this one says angle R is equal to angle T. R, boop, is equal to angle T, boop. Why would those be equal? Well, that's easy because it was given to us. And that would be A. Awesome. So we got that. Then, hey, look, they said QR is equal to UT. So QR, boop, is equal to UT, boop. Now, why would we know that? Hey, look, that's another given. So we got to use that one twice. And so that would be A yet again. All right, cool. So it is okay to use things multiple times. So that's really nice. Then they said angle S is equal to angle S. So this is equal to this. I'm going to put a double on it because singles are being used. Why are these two angles equal? Well, that right there, those are vertical angles. So vertical angles. And that would be D. And we always mark up our picture. Okay, then they say these two triangles are equal. Okay, what do you have more of, angles or sides? You have angles. So go to the third angle you don't have, go in a circle, and we get side angle angle, or if you go backwards, angle angle side. So that one, so it was either this one or this one. So it was E. Angle angle side. Prove is never a reason. Never, 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 never. So if you have to go a step after angle, angle, side. So if you ever have to go past like side, side, side angle, side, it usually is CPCTC. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So once you know that the triangles are congruent, we know that all the extra parts are equal. So like we said, hey, these are equal. So now I can go the extra step and say that these two sides are equal. And this third angle at the top is also equal. So it's the extra step. So that would be CPCTC. And that one right there is G. All right. All right. And that is the answer number 2. All right. Number 3. All right. So once again, fake it till you make it. This is always the first thing you do. And this is always the last thing you do. And remember, prove is never a reason. That will never, 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 never be a reason, ever. It's like, why are these equal? Because. All right, so this one, we're just going to mark stuff. Okay, why did we know this was given? That was that one. So that's A. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, they skipped one, and right here, this right here, that number 3 is the given. So that's A. All right, now here's the thing. Why did they skip this? Because as soon as you see parallel, you can feed off of that. So we went ahead and fixed all of our givens. All right, so here we go. Now we know that Q is equal to T. So let's see, they said RQS. So that's this top angle. And if you're having trouble seeing that, if I use my sticks, they said RQS right there. So RQS. So that one right there is equal to TSQ. So that'd be this one right here. So that's this bottom one. And why would those angles be equal? That would be alternate interior. So alternate, so you had to do the Z thing. Alternate interior and corresponding are usually your best friends with parallel. So this says corresponding, so we don't want that one. This says alternate interior. So they said, hey, if you have parallel lines, which we do, it's one of these two. So that was F. All right. Okay, then they said R is equal to T. So R, boop, boop, I'm going to put double on that one, is equal to T. Boop, boop. Now, how did we know that? That was given. So right now, anytime I say I know that something's equal, I mark my picture. I have no idea what's going on. Just keep going. QS is equal to SQ. So, oh, look at that. That's right here. Now, why would that be equal? Well, they share, that's the side that they share, so that's reflexive. And then let's see, that, where is that? That is C. Okay, now we can say the triangles are equal. And the only way to know that triangles are equal are these right here. So all we have to do is travel around the triangle. So if I cover up one of the triangles, right there. Okay, so just trying to cover up as much as possible, but still see other parts. All right, what do we have more of? Angles or sides? I have 2 angles and 1 side. So go to the third angle you don't have, and now go in the circle, and we would get nothing, nothing, angle, nothing, nothing, angle, nothing, side. Angle, angle, side. So angle, angle, side. Oh, there it is, D. So that's D, angle, angle, side, or side, angle, angle. And finally, they said, hey, QT is, so once you say that triangles are equal, you stop marking stuff. All right, why does QT equal to RS? If you ever take a step after these, more times than not, it's CPCTC. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. CPCTC. All right, and that right there is the answer number 3. And the final one that we're on today. Okay, so number 4. All right, so for number 4, we have this. All right, so remember, the given is always the first thing you do, and what you're trying to prove is always the last thing you do. All right, so this is given. Awesome. Nothing to mark there. This right here says, hey, these angles are equal. So F is equal to F, so that's this right here. And then these triangles are similar. Awesome. Okay, and then corresponding angles. What are corresponding? So that's like a copy-paste job, right? So let's see. E and G. Does E and G, is that a copy-paste? No, that's not right. How about F and F? F and F. Nope. So what I'm talking about is if I separate these 2 triangles, so we already know this and this are equal, right? So we're seeing, is this a copy-paste job? So, and I'll put the letters here just so you can see what's going on in my head. And this is D, F, H. So we're seeing which one of these is a copy paste, like in the same positions. So we're saying, hey, the first one was, hey, does this equal this? Well, no, that's not a copy and a paste onto the other triangle, so that doesn't work. F is equal to F. Well, we already had that, but that's not what we're looking for here. So that doesn't feel right because that was already labeled. How about E is equal to D? So E and D, that looks okay. That looks a lot better than this one, right? And then how about D is equal to H? D is equal to H. Nope, that doesn't feel right either. So it's between these two, and this is the better answer. So the answer was C. All right. Okay, so hopefully that helped you guys out, and have a great and wonderful day.